Hey everybody, welcome back to the Family Mart Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Jay. Welcome back.
If you are watching this on YouTube, you will notice that we are back in my room.
Haha.
We left Jay's house and decided to move the podcast to my room just because, honestly, we had a bad episode. So we scrapped it and we moved the whole setup to my room. So hopefully this,
Changing the vibe works for a lot of things, dude.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do enjoy the the switching up of the environment. The one thing that I'm not really a fan of, which is kind of related to the vibe thing, is studios that are dimly lit. Dimly lit?
I think that
right?
works, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Studios that are dark. I like making music with natural light coming in. Like, I don't have any plants in here, but if there were plants in here, I'd like that. I just don't like the dark vibe of most studios now.
I do enjoy working in a natural light area, but I also really like dimly lit, as you could tell from my house.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just
the room we record the pod in is usually pretty bright, but then when it comes to my room, like, it's just dark.
like
all
it
the
kind of,
time.
I don't know, for some reason it kind of makes me sad. Does it not?
It's moody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like being moody, then that's perfect for you. You are kind of a moody character.
Yeah. I am that guy.
Yeah. You bring the mood.
Is it contagious? Like, when, not especially if I'm feeling down, but like,
No, I think it's just because I've known you for so long that I just know that's what you are. Like, you're a
okay.
moody kind of character. I don't know if that's what you bring to the table for as far as like other people. Maybe. Would you not want to be that way to other people?
I just don't want my mood to bring other people down.
So you just want to be down by yourself and not bring
Yeah,
people
like,
down.
who wants to,
Well, because, misery loves company, and like people who are upset like to make other people upset because they're hurt people.
hurt people, bro.
When Charlamagne Gaines said that, dude,
That shit hit me in the feels.
I felt that.
I wish that was the thing more than keep that same energy.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really a fan of the keep that same energy saying.
Yeah, like, I fuck with the idea,
Yeah,
but the saying is like,
yeah, it's kind of
Played out.
It goes without saying.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
damn, we're good at this.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, dude.
So last night we watched UFC 241. The main card was Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. Unfortunately, DC lost, which is the guy that I was rooting for. Like everybody we were watching with, aka just you and Mers.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted Stipe to win, just because like everybody thinks DC looks like a Ninja Turtle.
It's just when I watch DC, I'm just like, I just don't see his winning condition a lot of the time.
Yeah, but his stomach, it's big and it's protruding,
But it retains form.
It's rock hard.
Yeah. He has one of those, like, I guess that's a dad bod.
Well, I feel like
He is a dad.
He has the next level dad bod. Like, he has the fit dad bod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's still a dad bod.
He definitely
sure.
has the, how should I describe it? Like, he was fat, had a baby, and then got fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did lose, so.
Yeah. I mean, but dude was like, what, holding 2 belts at the same time? So, that shit's all over what I think about him.
It's true.
Yeah.
You did say that yesterday. You're like, he has 2 belts. What the fuck do I know?
Yeah, what the fuck do I know, dude?
And then the second fight, or the co-main card, the co-card was with Nate Diaz and Anthony Pettis. I was going for Nate Diaz just because, like, I'm a Diaz fan. Unless he's going against Conor, then, like, I have to root for my man Conor. Just because, like, I'm all over his nuts all the time. Even with any sort of controversy that comes his way, I'm a ride or die.
I really enjoyed that fight because you really got to see them bust out, like, some 4D chess grappling.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of seeing grappling. I know it's not like a fan favorite. Most of the time, like, people just want to see slugfests. Like, they just want to see people swinging. But to see people cheering on, like, grappling and jiu-jitsu, it's like, it's cool to see that.
Yeah, I like to see good grappling. Whereas not where one side is super good at it and then the other was like, he doesn't want to be on the ground at all. That's not fun to watch.
Yeah. It's fun when they're both engaged on the ground and
Yeah.
they both want to be there and, like, battle it out.
And they both welcome it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good to see. And I don't know. Overall, I think, streaming illegally is the way to go.
Dude, ESPN Plus or whatever is big trash.
Have you tried it?
I think I tried to show my dad, and I was like, this is not it.
Are we throwing ourselves under the bus by saying we streamed the fight, or what? Are we not supposed to say that?
No, that was hypothetical, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. If we did stream the fight,
it's pretty cool.
It would be.
It works well.
It would work well.
Yeah.
Minus all the ads and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It would work well.
People, just stream with a Mac.
Is it true that Macs are better at fighting off viruses than Windows computers?
I don't think it's so much that they're better at fighting off, but most viruses are targeted for the bigger community, which is Windows or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that's what they're built to attack.
Okay, yeah. I feel that. Well, Windows computers are cheaper and they're better for your bank than a Mac. Macs are overpriced. And but I have a Mac, so I mean.
But the Windows thing, you can customize it like pretty easily. So that's what I really enjoy about it.
Like when I was deciding to buy a computer, I was really torn between saving money or just getting something that looks cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got this because it looked cool.
I mean,
which
a lot of attention goes into like the Mac's design, so it works.
Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Rocky.
Shout out to Rocky. He's free.
Fuck all those Swedish people that left mean comments on our page.
Dude, how is our most poppin' videos because of the Swedes?
No, I'm playing. No, not fuck you to the Swedish people, but those people did seem a little biased in their comments. So if you don't know what we're talking about, ASAP Rocky was in jail. You can look up the story. We've talked about it plenty of times, but we had a segment on our YouTube channel where we talked about Rocky being in jail from a non-biased perspective, I feel.
Yeah, we were just pointing out the facts.
We were just pointing out the facts of what the evidence was showing, and it seemed like he was innocent.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And all those Swedish people in the comments were really upset. Like we were fucking
as if we're making the rules.
Yeah, like we don't make the rules. Like it's your country that's making the rules. And they were saying like you guys are so biased. You don't know all the facts. You don't know all the evidence.
Like neither do you.
Yeah.
And look, he's free, so fuck you.
Yeah, he's free. He isn't serving jail time, but he is on probation, right?
Yeah.
So and he has to pay like $1,000 fine.
Is that it?
Or $1,300 or something like that.
Oh. Well, yeah, 2-year probation. I think Rocky said at his latest show he's just not even going to go back to Sweden anymore anyways.
Damn, that sucks for all those Swedish fans.
Yeah, the ones that like genuinely like liked him.
Rock with him.
Yeah, that rocked with him. Nice. I mean, they can easily fly to any European country for like $36 with a carry-on.
Hey, man. Europe traveling is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's fucking cheap.
I'm not shitting on Sweden either. Like I just went to Ikea the other day, so
yeah. And Jay's been at Ikea like the most he's ever been at Ikea in like the past 10 years.
Yeah.
In like the span of 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Ikea. Some things are cheap, but some things are made pretty well. So
do you think you have things that are made well by Ikea?
No. I have the cheap stuff.
Nice. I mean, they're making affordable furniture for people who want shit to last for like 3 years.
Yeah, it's affordable furniture and with good design.
Yeah, good design and, it looks cool. It's very minimalist.
Like, weren't you impressed by my raising table?
Yeah, I was. I don't know how long it's going to last with all the shit that you put on it.
It has a 10-year warranty.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if any fuck-ups happen, go straight to them.
10 years in one day, it's just like, it falls apart.
Goddamn.
maybe they
ad read.
Maybe they do the 10-year warranty because they know that it's not. People are so indecisive with what they want that they're just gonna switch what they want after like 5 years anyways.
Oh, I see.
So
yeah,
this guy's not gonna fucking keep this table for 10 years. Yeah. Like, look at him. He's in here every day.
When I was putting it together, I thought I fucked up, so I started to Google the table, and then all I saw was the people complaining about it. I was like, oh my god, I got the wrong fucking table. But once I put it together, I was like, oh,
the instructions are pretty clear, right?
Yeah, I think putting together IKEA furniture is mad easy.
They put you in a position to win. So if you're fucking up, it's not on the instructions, and it's probably because of something you did.
It's big most user error.
Yeah, with most things in life, they're usually user error.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the customer service that I do on my website is for people who didn't receive their sample pack, but it's because they put in an extra 0 at the end of their name instead of just putting 5 zeros at the end of their name. So they put 6. You know what I'm saying? So they are the ones that put in the wrong email.
Oh, I see.
But they're blaming me for not receiving their kit.
Like a lot of the SATs is just following instructions.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever got that test in class where it has all these instructions and then it says somewhere at the bottom like, please do not answer any of the questions.
Yeah. I have.
But then most of the students go through the entire test and it was just like to show that students don't read the instructions at all.
Yeah. I have gotten that, and what do you know? I read through the instructions, so I didn't do shit.
Damn. Well, you are a reading type of guy.
I'm a reading ass dude.
Yeah.
I
Like
think so.
you do like to like read the instructions and
Yeah,
see what the fuck is going on with the words.
for sure. That's why a lot of times if we're doing something and then we kind of just dive in, and I'm like, hold on, let's just read the instructions, dude.
Yeah. Well, instructions are there for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
So you should read them.
Yeah.
So the other day, recently, Yandi was leaked by Kanye West. Not by Kanye West, but the Yandi album by Kanye West was leaked. And I took a listen to it.
How much of it did you listen to?
I listened to the first 2 minutes.
Nice. I also listened to the first minute.
And I heard Ty Dolla $ign on the
Yeah.
first track. And it didn't seem like I was supposed to be listening to it because of the quality of the audio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely
So-
sounded like reference.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was recording it from their phone, like the actual session.
Yeah, like he wasn't supposed to bring his phone in, but he just left it on record and put it in his pocket.
Yeah, like that's what the album sounded like. So I was like, I don't want to ruin my experience by listening to this.
But
you know?
from that minute, it did sound good.
Yeah, it did sound good. I liked what I heard. I don't even think I heard any Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did hear a little bit of Kanye, but mostly Ty Dolla $ign.
I like the way it sounded, and then the whole thing is still on YouTube after like 5 days now, and how is it still up there?
I'm telling you, dude, I feel like this could fall under the leak theory because Kanye wants to see what people are
word is?
feeling. Yeah, how they feel about this sound.
But damn, so like then the real project is just not going to sound or not going to be anything like that, right?
Well, I think if he gets positive feedback, like if he gets feedback on like let's say 6 songs that are like positive feedback on those songs, I think he's gonna tailor the album to sound like that. And this is just a fucking conspiracy that I just made up now. I don't know if this is true or not.
It's a fun conspiracy.
But I think if people were saying like, yo, track 1, 3, and 7 are bangers, then he's gonna go back to the lab and make the album around that.
I just feel like if you're gonna put out, like, say the sound is somewhat new, right? Or refreshing compared to what is being consumed right now, then you're kind of spoiling it for when it really does come out.
Yeah, for sure. That if he is really doing
Yeah.
that. Which I mean, I really hope he's not, because I think Kanye's always just been the guy to just do whatever he wants, and then if people come, then people are gonna come.
Yeah, he does dictate.
The sound.
Yeah.
Which he hasn't in well, actually no, that's completely false, because I think the whole Autotune thing has stemmed from Kanye.
Yeah, for sure.
The whole Autotune wave. Like we just listened to 2 songs before this podcast that all had Autotune. And it's because of Kanye. Even though who was using Autotune before Kanye? Kid Cudi? T-Pain. But T-Pain wasn't the one. Well, he probably had a little bit of influence, but not as much as Kanye with 808s.
Like T-Pain was using it, but he just didn't have influence.
Right.
So then Kanye drops 808s, and then that starts the wave. I think that broke down the door and the barrier to use it in that fashion. There we go.
I had to do it for you.
Thank you.
You know when you like listen to people talk and they're like have that shit and they're like, man, I can't wait till he clears his throat.
Yeah. Like, damn, to give your man some water.
Well, yeah. I think just the impact that 808s and Heartbreaks had on and Heartbreaks,
Ma'am, sir.
808 and Heartbreak had on the culture, and the effect that it has on the culture now. It's like a trickle down effect. Like I think Ye influenced Travis in a way, even though I do think Cudi had a lot of influence on Travis, but I do think if Ye wasn't in that, then I don't think Travis would be what he is today.
Yeah.
And I think Travis birthed a lot of shit.
Hell yeah. everything. I feel like a lot of things that we're hearing now, as far as like melodic trap and slowed down trap, is due to Travis.
Yeah, he opened the door for people to feel comfortable using autotune.
Yeah, especially in like the rage way.
Yeah. Also, it gave people a chance to sound like Drake.
Without having to really sing.
Yeah, without having to really sing.
Yeah.
Which is, it's crazy how that is, right? Like, people wanted to be like Drake, even though people were hating on Drake in the beginning, but they saw the success, and they low-key liked the type of songs that he was making, like the singing type of shit on a up-tempo rap beat. But they couldn't do that because they couldn't sing, and then they heard Travis on all of his projects singing on trap music, and now they're like, yo, we could be like Drake and Travis. Let's fucking get it.
Yeah. So happy 5th birthday to Days Before Rodeo. Officially today, August 18th. And word is it's coming to streaming platforms.
Nice. I wonder what type of work they had to do to, I guess, clear samples that were on that and like get shit approved.
Like, you think it was especially difficult, or they just had to? It just took a moment for them to be like, "Yo, we should just put this on," and then they're like, "Cool."
It probably has been a thing for a while. Like, it's probably been in the works for a long time, and now that they finally cleared all the samples and gotten the approval from whoever they have to get approval from. I think I think they, like, if they could have just put it on streaming platforms, like, without having, they would have just done it.
I guess that's a benefit to signing to a major, huh?
Yeah, you have all that backing
to clear samples,
and just have the funds to do the cool shit that you want to do. Yeah. And also, Kids is coming to streaming platforms as well, right?
Yeah, just some motherfucking lids.
Had to say it again. So shout out to Kids. That's definitely one of my favorite projects and most nostalgic projects to reflect on now.
Yeah, like some projects more than others, once you put it on, like, just sound that they really bring you back.
Yeah, they bring you back to a time that I guess you were listening to it. There's a lot of music that, like, pieces of music, because back then I didn't really listen to songs. I listened to, like, albums while I was in school. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a lot of albums and mixtapes that I gravitate towards, and it's not really, like, I can't really pinpoint songs. I can just pinpoint albums.
Yeah, I still listen to music albumly.
Yeah. Albumly. Albumly. Nice.
But I think Days Before Rodeo was 808s in its own way.
Yeah, for sure. I think the beat, like, sonically, I think it's definitely a little different.
Yeah.
Wait, you said Days Before Radio, right?
Yeah.
Sonically, I think it's a little different, but I think they're related.
Yeah, they're related. Mm-hmm. Like, it's Kid.
It's Kid, yeah.
It's Kid Cudi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a derivative of 808s.
Yeah, and I love Autotune and all, but sometimes people are just not using it properly.
Yeah, I guess they're not using it in a way that you enjoy it.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Because there's no proper way to do anything,
yeah, there you
really.
Go.
But they're not using it in a way that's pleasing to your ears.
Yeah. Or, like, they're kind of just doing it just to do it, is what it sounds like to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been messing around with Autotune a lot lately, in, like, all my music, and the more I get to know Autotune, like, the more I know how to use it instead of it using me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because there's a way that you can use it to your advantage, to where you can get the sound of Autotune, which people love, and I love the sound of Autotune. But you can use it in a way that's tasteful and it's not overbearing.
Yeah, there you go. Tasteful.
Yeah.
That's the fucking word, dude.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful word.
So, and like, we do hear a lot of music now that uses Autotune, but I think they're just using it,
like, not as a layer to the overall, like, sound design.
Right. It's kind of just there because they want to sing, and, like,
yeah. Like, sometimes it clashes. I don't know. I don't know anything, like, about theory or design, but, like, it just sounds like it clashes at times.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's if you can use it tastefully, I think more power to you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's when people DM you, like, yo, what's your vocal chain?
Dude, okay, so I have, like, there's, like, 3 DMs that I get most often. 1 is the feedback one, for sure. People always ask for feedback. 2 is the whatever I said earlier. I forgot what I said earlier.
Tastefully.
No.
Oh, vocal chain.
Well, fuck, I'm fucking this whole thing up. Yeah, people asking me about my vocal chain is like one of the top DMs that I get. It's on my Instagram highlights. If you want to see it, it's there. I've also made like a few YouTube videos about it now. It's very, very simple. I'll even say it here. It's just from fucking Autotune, reverb, some chorus, delay, and on the second layer, there's a little bit of overdrive, which is distortion.
Nice.
So, I mean, use it how you will. But let me be clear, like, once you put those effects on your vocal chain, your voice is not going to sound like mine. Not saying that I'm better than you or that you're lesser than me, but because our voices are different and the way you're going to use it is completely different from how I use it, it's not going to sound exactly the same.
Yeah, you got to use the tools to shape your voice
exactly
your own way.
So you have to take time to learn it and, use it in a way that's that improves your voice and it improves your overall production. And that's how, you know what, and that's, it took me a long time to realize like that the way I'm using it, it's more of an instrument. I mean, yes, your voice is an instrument, but the way I see it, it's like my voice is like a synth.
Yeah.
You know? And
that's how I view a lot of auto-tune focused songs.
Yeah.
Like the voice is the synth.
Mm-hmm. It's super interesting. Like the way I used to use autotune before, I'd have to get into like a really high register to hit certain notes. Mm-hmm. But now that I'm learning more about my voice, like so when I record reference vocals, I always sing in that high octave. Mm-hmm. But once I get the melody down, then I can bring it down an octave because I know how to use my voice in the lower registers because I have that reference already.
See. That sounds fire.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's taken. I mean, I bought Autotune maybe like 6 months ago now.
I think it's been longer than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting to a point where it's like I'm really comfortable with using it and knowing how to shape my voice to make it sound the best that I can.
Yeah.
So you just got to put in the time. It's like with anything, dude. With fucking making clothes, making music, whatever. You just got to put in the time.
Yeah, put in the time. Just got to start at least doing it.
Yeah. Start doing it and fucking fuck up.
You'll figure it out from there. Yeah.
You'll figure it out from there.
No one's ever going to get it right on the first shot.
Yeah. And that makes me think about YouTube too. Like a lot of people are scared to start YouTube because of all these
implications you put on yourself.
Yeah. It's debilitating for sure.
Yeah.
The doubt that you have is whatever is stopping you more than anything else.
Yeah, like because there's really nothing wrong with failing, dude.
Yeah, there isn't. But
it took me so long to grasp this idea.
Yeah, that failing is okay.
Yeah, that failing's okay, and like really the only way you're gonna get better is by doing it. Mm-hmm. Or I would always like get in my own head and be like, oh, I'm gonna plan it out. It's gonna be like this, and this. But now the way is just like I'm gonna do this, and then the next thing's gonna come to me, and now it's organic.
Yeah, it's organic, dude.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe, dude. Failing is a vibe.
Failing's a vibe, yeah, for sure.
But it's definitely a lot. It's easier said than done for sure. Like we could be on here and saying like, oh, you need to fail. But
yeah, that gets preachy.
Yeah, I don't want to be preachy. I mean, look at this podcast. Like we fail all the time. We literally just failed yesterday or the day before.
Yeah,
like we recorded an entire episode. It was the shortest episode we've ever recorded, and we scrapped it.
Shit was ass.
And this one might not be any better, but the point is, like, you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, gotta keep
on swimming. But who are we to really say anything? Like, we've barely built anything with this podcast, but I think over time, like, by us following our own advice, even though we haven't. I mean, I think we've followed that to a certain extent.
For sure.
Like 51 episodes is a long time.
Yeah, we're almost at a year.
Yeah.
In like 2 weeks.
Straight. We haven't missed one episode.
Yeah.
We haven't missed a Tuesday 6 a.m. episode.
In a year.
Ever.
Yep.
In the history of this podcast. We might be the most consistent.
In the game.
Hell
yeah, dude. While we're on the topic of the podcast, dude, doing this podcast has taught me already a ton of things as far as like doing things on my own, and it put me in a rhythm to like work every day and work to put out something every week and consistency, and it made me like my own voice. So
there you go, dude.
If anyone wants to do something easily, start a podcast.
Yeah, start a podcast. Even though you're not like, you could literally like, let's say you're really into, I don't know, Toy Story. Like, let's say you're one of the biggest Toy Story fans that you know. You could literally start a podcast tomorrow all about Toy Story, and you could just break down Toy Story. You could talk about Toy Story conspiracies. You could talk about
Fan fiction,
which makes me a little uncomfortable sometimes.
hey,
but
it'd be like that.
hey, baby. That shit makes me uncomfortable, dude. I don't know.
Most fan fictions make me uncomfortable.
Have you read some before?
Yeah, because I'm in the anime community, so like
Right.
I come across it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of people like to put two dudes that had no interest in each other like together, and it's just, I don't know, it's weird.
Do you read it?
No, not really.
Damn.
Like I headline read it, and I'm like, man, damn.
Have you
keep scrolling.
ever come across any of them that were like, okay,
That should have been
I'm
a
into
thing.
this.
Maybe stuff that I wish happened. Some relationships I shipped.
You fucking weirdo.
Maybe there's fan fiction about us.
Dude, I'm gonna have to leave. Like, I'm just gonna have to move out completely if that shit, if that ever happens, dude. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry.
This dude's phone is going off. Also, if you start a podcast, silence your phone.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm so fucking professional here.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's get into Splice real quick, because Splice is disrupting the production game overall.
Disrupting in a bad way?
Disrupting in a way where it's making everybody shift their business. As far as like producers selling to other producers, they're making it a little more difficult, because Splice makes it so efficient for you to find new sounds, new drum sounds, new samples, new one shots, anything like sound wise. It's like all available on Splice.
I see.
So buying sample packs from other producers, it's starting to be phased out because there's just no need for that anymore.
Yeah, Splice is like just a bigger, convenient market.
Exactly. Like, why buy a $20 sample pack for a sample, like for only, why buy a sample pack for $20 when you're only going to use one of those samples? Why not pay a subscription fee and browse through millions of samples and choose the ones that you want?
I see. They took away the producer direct to consumer side.
Pretty much, yeah.
Man.
So it's either get with Splice or
struggle.
fail, yeah.
Damn.
Because there are millions of packs and sounds on Splice right now.
Yeah, and when I hear about the Splice model, I'm just like, dude, that's smart. That's efficient.
Mm-hmm. And they have other stuff too. Like, they have projects that you can download. Like, I mean, I talked about this before, but they had somebody recreate the Stranger Things intro, and they made that project available to Splice users.
Yeah.
And and they also have VSTs on there that you can purchase or rent to own. They have a big community that you can share your tracks with. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that Splice is doing that nobody else is doing, and it's making it harder for producers that sell to producers to continue their business if they don't join Splice or just change the way they're going about their business.
Yeah, well, so Splice disrupting the game is like they kind of created the new way, right?
Yeah.
Well, something about the new way is it's always going to get taken away by the next new way.
Yeah.
So it's just about finding like the way out of Splice.
Yeah, it's finding the way out of Splice or following their business model, which is what I'm doing now. I've been in production with this fucking designer for like over 7 months now, which is taking super long, but I'm trying to redesign my entire website to be a subscription-based website where you don't have to buy packs. You just have to pay a subscription fee and you get access to hundreds of sounds, and you could just download them, from your computer, like one by one.
Yeah,
you don't
that
have
sounds
to
fire.
buy the entire pack and you only use one sound.
Yeah, because really I'm probably only going to like 3 different 808s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to go about it any other way.
Yeah. Until the next way.
Which
is
I
the way.
don't even know what the next way would look like,
Dude,
know?
yeah, but we never know until we really see it.
Yeah, that's true. It's crazy. Like, they're the Amazon of, I guess.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
The producing world.
Mm-hmm.
And Amazon, let me just say this, dude. I'm pretty sure everybody feels this way, but Amazon is the fucking move, bro.
I mean, yeah, Amazon's pretty fire.
2-day shipping, sometimes next day.
Mm-hmm.
How do you beat that?
Yeah.
60-day return policy?
It's hard to beat.
You don't have to leave your house to buy something?
It comes with like movies, TV shows.
You
Pretty fire.
Dude, you could get
Alexa.
like hour grocery deliveries.
Oh yeah, like same day shit
Same day shit
from Whole Foods at that.
from Whole Foods. You don't have to leave your house, and you don't have to, like, the inefficiency of driving, emitting fuels into the air.
Well, here maybe my perspective from the clothing side can kind of work in this Splice conversation. So like clothing wise, right, or like streetwear in general, kind of like the thing is to get something that the masses don't have. So like that's why people are getting into really unique things, or like one of ones, or like custom, like I'm doing. So like maybe just to be different, you just have to have that different shit, that unique shit.
Yeah, just be unique.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically what any innovation is, just something
There
that
you go.
isn't what's already out there.
Yeah, so I guess just do it but differently, I guess.
Yeah.
Which sounds like you're already
Well,
doing.
what's the do you see an inefficiency in the way the fashion world is working right now?
Inefficiency?
Yeah.
Well, I just don't like the direction that some styles are heading into, but that's just my personal taste.
Yeah.
Some inefficiencies though.
Because that's really where innovation comes from. It's just fixing the inefficient things.
Yeah. I think I spoke about them on the pod before, but Farfetch is they kind of already covered that the inefficiency. So they covered up the latest one I had in mind,
Which is what?
kind of like being like the Amazon. Well,
Oh.
maybe not a subscription base, but they source from many different stores and boutiques all over the world. So you don't have to go to each website to find them. You can click on that product and it says, here's the price from this store, this store, this store. And
It's like Chegg for clothes.
kinda, yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Check, damn.
Yeah, you remember Chegg? For fucking books?
Damn, dude. Fuck books.
Yeah, shout out to... Dude, my last 2 years of college, I didn't buy one book.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
Because and all my classes had... That's not even on some, oh, I'm such a fucking rebel, like I'm not gonna buy the book, but that's just literally because we would never use any of the books in any of the classes, even though the textbook says that it's mandatory.
Yeah. When I was going to school, I would buy the books and then still not use them and then still pass the class. So like, what are we really doing
Damn, he
here?
wasted a lot of money. Then.
Yeah. But so then I stopped buying the books and
Yeah.
then
And you stopped going to college. Congratulations. Don't listen to Jay.
thank you.
I mean, you could go back to school just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, I could.
But are you?
Maybe.
Nah, you're probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, I have thought about going back to school.
I would go to school for something very specific.
Yeah,
Rather
same.
than as broad as most majors.
Right. Because the other day I was actually thinking about signing up for sign language classes again because I'm super rusty and I just miss that environment because it was my life, for like 2 years. So it's crazy how much you want to get out of something and then how much you long to get back in it, like after you've taken a break from it,
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was in college, I was like, man, I can't wait to be graduated and fucking doing my thing. I just want to be out of here. And then now that I'm out, it's been like 2 years since I've been out of college, and that's like I hella miss college.
Yeah.
I miss
Do
those
you think you
days.
miss college itself, or you just miss like the structure?
I just think I miss everything about it. Just
damn.
like going to class, because I worked at school too, so like going to work, seeing
Yeah.
everybody, being social. Yeah, but maybe it's because I only think about the good and I'm not thinking about all
not
the
the bad.
times that were like really rough.
Because when I think about UNLV, I think about like sororities yelling at me.
Damn, you get yelled at by sorority.
Dude, like you would walk from like the library to the student union, right? But on the way, there's like everyone trying to recruit you for like some shit or like I don't know, someone praising their religion like over there. It's just it's wild. It's madness.
Is that how it is for like the first week, or is that how it is every day?
Definitely going hard for like the first month, and it slows down a little bit, and then it comes back. It's like there's like schedule to it.
Yeah, I hate people trying to sell to me.
Yeah, dog.
That's like, don't sell me your religion, my dude.
Like, hold on, I already donated blood yesterday, bro.
Yeah, it's okay, sir. You rejuvenate blood.
You're gonna like people are like limping out of there.
Yeah.
Thanks for the cookie.
They're doing it for the fucking cookie.
Yeah.
Going back to the whole Splice thing, I think if you're relying. Oh, I guess this doesn't really have anything to do with Splice, but more about algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
If you're vulnerable to an algorithm, then I feel like that's the quickest way to fail. Like if you're banking on YouTube pushing your video to everybody else, like that is going to fail soon, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're going to eventually switch that they're going to make a switch that's going to be better for them, and it's going to make it harder for you. And if your entire career is built on hitting the algorithm, then you're kind of fucked. Instead of focusing on catering to the fans that you have now and just building the small fan base that you have now, like if you just focus on that and not worry about the algorithm, then I think the audience will take care of you in the long run.
Yeah. You think that kind of ties into the slow and steady growth?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Then the exponential growth in like one day.
Yeah, like no matter how I think about it, like I'd much rather have the slow and steady growth.
Yeah, the slow and steady is always the way, because like when it's your time, you'll be ready for it.
Yeah, strong foundation.
Like if you made a YouTube channel right now and got 1 million views tomorrow, like yeah, it's cool. You have all these views, you have all these subscribers, but you have no work ethic.
Yeah.
You have no knowledge of like how to sustain this.
Unless for some reason for like 5 years you were making YouTube videos for other people.
Then that would make sense.
Yeah, but you've already been prepared.
That's
though.
deserved. Yeah. You deserve that.
Yeah.
But some people just get really, really lucky.
Some people do get really
And
lucky.
they get lucky with that one video. And my number one example is always that dude who was making these, like, he was remaking these songs in a funny way. He would never show his face. He would remake them on the piano in like a comedic way, and they would get like millions of views. And then after his maybe 7th video, he was like, hey guys, this is like getting overwhelming. I can't continue this channel anymore. I'm going to have to stop making videos. And he deleted his channel.
Nice.
He had 1 million views every video.
Dude, funny is probably the number one driving force to to viral.
Yeah, for sure. It has to be funny. It has to be shareable. Like people have to share it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And funny's easy to share.
It's so easy to share. Like you're not going to share fucking motivational speeches, all the time.
People do.
At least in our group, we don't really do that.
No, hell no. I'm deleting you.
Yeah. Fuck. Can you imagine someone saying that to you? Yo, I'm deleting you.
Yo, it's like 8 a.m. and like
8:08 a.m.
8:08 a.m. You hit the group chat. You're like, "Good morning, my kings. Here's a good video for today." Like, what the fuck?
Make sure you slay today.
No cap.
No cap, my G. Yo, have you ever in your YouTube watching career, have you ever disliked a video?
Dislike? No. Nah.
Never.
Never.
Have you ever commented anything negative?
No.
And you've been on YouTube for like 7 years, right? Since it started, pretty much.
Like this culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm trying to understand where disliking YouTube videos comes from. Like what?
Like why they made the system?
That, and like why do people do it?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the only people that do it. Glad we're on the same page on that one. I feel like the people that do dislike videos they're just like little kids.
Oh, okay. And
Most of the time.
They're just doing it for what? Attention? Because like nobody sees who dislikes it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's a little rebellious.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Whereas like people that are kind of older, they're like, dude, I just don't have time for this video if it's not interesting, so I'm gonna go out and watch something else.
You know what? I do understand disliking videos as far as like things that are videos that don't provide the value that you were looking for. Let's say like
like you get rickrolled.
Yeah, exactly.
Dislike.
Like if you're trying to watch a video on how to, I don't know, clean your screen, and then the video isn't even about that, like it's about fucking signing up for a course or something
Of how to clean your screen.
Of how to clean your screen, then the dislike it's deserved. But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't understand.
Yeah. Or how about people announcing that they're gonna dislike it?
Man, somebody hit me with that the other day. They're like, yo, I really don't like these clickbait titles. I'm gonna dislike this video. I was like, my dude, you're really gonna do that right now?
Just like, okay, just dislike it and move on, dog.
I mean, it definitely bothered me more than it should have, just because like I was like, man, this guy really took the time out of his day, which he's probably going through something because he's hurt people. hurt people, my G. So he was trying to hurt me.
And did it? It bothered you.
It bothered me because I was like, it bothered me because he was bothered.
Yeah. Enough to do that.
Yeah.
You know what bothered me, which I wish it didn't, was I found that someone unfollowed me. But I thought we had like mutual, like, I fuck with you. But then
There we go. That I follow you, you follow me complex.
Yeah.
That shit's it's a tough one, dude.
Yeah. Because like I thought we were cool.
It's a slippery slope.
So then I saw it and I was like, yo, this is weird.
He's not following me.
Yeah.
It doesn't say follow. Wait, what is it? How did you know that he didn't follow you anymore?
I don't know. What is it supposed to say? Follows you, right?
Something on Twitter it says that. On Instagram it doesn't.
I think on Instagram when you search for somebody, it says
follows you.
Yeah, follows
Got
you.
you.
And I was like, oh, this is weird. And then
Were you upset?
I wasn't upset, but it did bother me way more than I was expecting it to.
Yeah. Because it shouldn't.
It shouldn't at all.
Right, it shouldn't.
Because I unfollow people all the time.
Exactly. and it's not even like on some personal shit. It's just like, well, I just don't like what you're posting anymore.
Yeah, I just don't really
wanna see it.
focus on your content like that. So.
Yeah. Amen. Purge? Huh?
I don't know. I want to be bougie with the Purge. Like
in what way?
Like hit like 10,000
and
followers
then purge.
and then purge.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, that's pretty notable.
That way, when people look it up, they're like, damn, he's too cool now.
Yeah.
And really, because I'm back there, like, yeah, fuck y'all.
Hey, we should have a national purge day. That would be cool.
Dude, then I'm not gonna have any followers.
Yeah, that's true. Well, y'all can unfollow me. I don't really give a fuck anymore. Honestly, like when I hit 10K on Instagram, I was like, man, none of this shit fucking matters anyways, dude.
Swipe up doesn't work?
No, it's not that it doesn't work. I was just like, because I thought before I hit 10K, I was so convinced that I was just going to not be happy, but I was just going to be satisfied, and I'd be okay with just being at 10K. And then I remember the day after I hit 10K, I was like, man, I kind of want to hit 11K. Mm-hmm. And then now I'm like, dude, none of this shit matters. Because if you're just thinking about numbers, you're always going to be looking for the bigger number.
I'm not exactly looking for numbers. I just want swipe up.
Literally, you just want that.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Yeah. Are you going to use it for good, or are you going to troll people?
I'll probably use it for good, and I have a reason why. Because I've stopped posting memes, and I think people take me more seriously now.
Hey, man, that's the move. I mean, yeah, you know, people that joke around all the time, and you don't really know when to take them serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I was becoming that guy.
Yeah, like, because you posted so many memes, I feel like every post, even that wasn't, the posts that weren't memey, like, they thought it was, you know what I'm saying? They thought it was a meme.
Yeah, the ones I was trying to be dead ass about, they're like, "Oh damn, that's pretty funny, dog." Like, hold on,
what is he?
I was serious.
Yeah. My pet snake just died. What do you mean?
Please buy this. God.
Yeah, I feel you.
No, but swipe up I would use for good.
Okay, and you would never troll.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like you would.
It's just part of my DNA, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's just part of you, bro. That's the type of character you are. A dark, moody troll.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Oh, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
It's not bad if it's the truth.
I mean, hey, man. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Shout out to Tyler, the creator, real quick, because something that he said in a Zane Lowe interview really stuck out to me. And it wasn't even fucking Tyler.
It wasn't Zane?
It wasn't even that.
Either
interview.
of them?
It wasn't even either of them. It was fucking Clancy, his manager.
Nice.
That said it in a Rap Radar podcast. And Clancy said that Tyler never focuses on the results, and he only focuses on the process and moving on. Meaning, like, he'll only, like, if he's working on an album, he'll only focus on the album, and when the album is out, he's already moving on to other endeavors and other albums. He's not caring about how many streams it got, you know, all the accolades that he's gonna get from it. He's just focused on the work.
Yeah.
And that really stuck out to me because, like, if you just literally focus on the work, like, yeah, caring about results can help you, and it can also help you. But I think if your principle is to only think about the work that you're doing, it'll take you so much farther.
Yeah, because if you're focusing on the work side, you're gonna take whatever comes after that like as it is, because you're like, yo, I put in this amount of work, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Like I did as hard as I could.
And you're not thinking like, oh man, this last song only got 100,000 plays. Like that's gonna affect the way you work on the next thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that really stood out to me. I don't know why I'm bringing that. That has nothing to do with kind of what we were talking about now, but
I think that's relevant.
I think about that all the time, because there's a lot of times where I think about the results that I've gotten, and it's kind of hindered me on working on like something else.
Yeah.
Because I thought about the results of that, and I'm like, well, what if this doesn't work out the way that didn't work out?
Well, like to go back to Days Before Rodeo, a lot of people that were involved with the process they reiterate that of how hard working Travis was during that time, and he was really focused on every detail, and you could hear it now, or like listening to the project.
Yeah, he was just focused on the details.
Every single part of it, and it came out fire. So if you just work hard at the process, it's gonna come out relatively fire.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah, to you.
And that's really what all that matters. Like, fuck
if it's to you.
Yeah, who cares about like what other people think? If you fuck with it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, for real.
Especially like in anything subjective, like any art that can be. Well, I guess all art is subjective. So if you're working on art, like who don't care about what Jay thinks. Don't care about what I think.
Just make
it, bro.
Yeah.
Because like again, I've talked about this before. If I ever ask for validation on any of my music from you, or Mers, or Germ, or whoever is in my life, I probably wouldn't have put out as much music and been as successful as I've been today if I was looking for validation from any of you guys.
To go back on that, I know a couple weeks ago we said like, yo, fuck validation from peers. Like I still feel that way, kind of like fuck validation, but I do like to have that opinion from my peers.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's if that works for you, then that works for you.
Yeah. Not that it's gonna take away from anything that I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Because I worked hard at it.
Right. So if that doesn't take anything away from what you're doing, and it doesn't stop you from doing something, then yeah, cool. Get all the validation that you want. Get all the opinions from other people that you want. I'm not against that. I'm just against getting opinions from other people and then letting their opinions stop you from doing something.
Yeah. There we go. That's yeah.
Yeah, like if I showed you a beat right now and you said, yo, I don't really like this, and that's going to stop me from putting it out, well, what the fuck was that for?
Yeah, you shouldn't have showed them if that's how you're going to take it.
Yeah, if that's how I react to criticism or feedback, then you should know yourself enough to not show anybody and just fucking put it out.
Yeah, just put it out, dude.
Jay is just one human being with an opinion. Like, that's...
a lot of bad opinions, too.
Yeah, so... Don't let my man bring you down, dude. It's just not fucking worth it.
Because I'm going to bring you down. You know why?
Why?
Hurt people.
Hurt people, my dude. Hey, quote of the day, dude.
Man.
Hurt people, hurt people. That shit is wild.
Realize.
You forgot the last one.
Which one?
Realize.
Oh, yeah. I just couldn't help it.
Yeah, realize.
Man, it's so funny to say it.
Hey man, if you've never heard that, write that shit down.
Yeah, carpe that fucking DM.
Yeah, carpe that DM, my boys, my boys and
my
gals.
Mart fam.
Let's talk about acne closing out, because both of us have struggled with acne, as of lately.
Yeah, because what'd you say when we were in Europe, we didn't really have it.
Yeah, when we went to Europe a couple years ago, both of us were relatively clear. And that was actually the time where I didn't give a fuck about my face, and I was touching it all the time. I was eating cheese.
Nice.
I wasn't concerned about my health, really.
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking water the way I'm drinking water now. I just wasn't giving a fuck.
Yeah.
And now
that you give a fuck,
now I give a fuck because I have broken out. So
yeah. What is this new thing you're on? What's this new hack?
Oh, okay. So my new hack for acne is to not dwell in the mirror, because I don't like making assumptions, but I'm going to make an assumption about people with acne.
Let's go.
My assumption is that you stare at yourself in the mirror for an unhealthy amount of time every single day. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's pretty accurate?
It's accurate for me.
Longer than you think. And I caught myself the other day because like I have a certain morning routine, right? And I know the time that I'm supposed to be at this place at this time. And when I realized that I was like 20 minutes over,
oh shit,
I was like, I literally was just looking at my face for that long.
Yeah.
So that made me realize, like, looking at myself in the mirror and looking at my acne up close and personal literally does nothing for me. Because one, people don't look at me as close as I look at myself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never get that close to anybody ever.
Yeah.
And two, knowing that you have a pimple on your nose or a pimple on your cheek, like, that information does nothing for you but kill your confidence. So if I look at myself in the mirror, I have to look at myself from the distance that I feel like most people are going to look at me at, which is like 7 feet. That's like the closest I'll get to somebody.
God damn, that's a big bubble.
You know what I'm saying? 7 feet is probably the closest I'll get to somebody throughout my day.
This dude has like a car garage, a 3-car garage radius. No one's going in that.
No one's fucking getting near me. But like, and it's just helped me a ton, because like, not knowing the acne that I have on my face when I walk into certain situations, like when I go to the gym and I don't know what's on my face currently, I have so much more confidence because I don't know what's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're not really focused on the results.
No.
You're just focused on the
process.
process.
Exactly. Oh my, look at, we're just coming full circle over here.
We could write a stand-up.
Dude, we could write a book.
Man, fuck that.
But I hope it helps somebody, because, you know, when people talk about acne on their YouTube channel or podcast, that's always the part where I perk up, because like, I have acne.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I definitely look at my face a lot. I'm already like narcissistic as it is.
Oh,
and so like, because of my face routine, I just be staring at my face now.
I'm sure.
But I have implemented a charcoal face mask, and I bought a serum. So my first time doing a serum ever. So I hope it works.
And just know, when you start new products,
your glands tend to get over sebaceous.
hey man, the purge. Your face is purging.
My face is purging them motherfucking followers, dog.
That's one of the worst things to read when you're reading about like new products, because I'm sure people, I don't like making assumptions, but I'm gonna assume that people with acne, they be looking up stuff about their acne all the time.
Hell yeah, baby.
So, I know it fucking sucks to read that. Like, when you try new products, your face might purge.
Yeah.
You know, what's under the surface.
A lot of products I've been looking up lately, saying the directions like, yo, do a patch test first for 24 hours and then go ahead and...
Do you follow that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because sometimes I get mad impatient though, where I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to do it now. But yeah, I have to follow it. Otherwise, I might, I don't know.
You just might explode or something.
Yeah. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You might explode.
Yeah. Acne is literally like working out. Or I guess the process of trying to get rid of your acne is like working out. It's really hard to see the results.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but you just have to keep at it.
You have to stick with it.
Yeah. Like, and you won't, if you look at yourself every single day, you're not going to notice a difference. Because I feel like I look the same from when I first started working out.
Yo, some things really placebo the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. I do look brighter today, dog.
Yeah. My tits do look a little perky today.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm on my period.
Yo, hold up. Are perky tits just another word for ski ramp tits?
Oh, I don't think so. Not to me.
No?
Not to me.
Perky tits are just small.
I think ski ramp shapes are perky, but I don't think perky means ski ramp. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. That's a good answer. That's a nice, safe answer.
Nice, safe, please don't attack me answer.
That's a media trained ass answer. I fuck with that.
Dude, I'm politically correct.
Yeah, you're PC over here.
Yeah, PC boy for the Mac.
Yeah. Damn, and you're still over there with your fucking old ass.
Dude, I said I think on like episode 10, I was like, oh, I'm getting a new laptop this Christmas. I still got this old piece of shit.
Yeah. Spent your money on a new table, though.
God damn, I have a new table. I have a whole new IKEA house.
It's cool, man. Priorities change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, priorities change.
Priorities
for sure.
change. People change. And hurt people.
Hurt people.
Amen.
Amen.
Yo.
That's a good way to close.
Yeah, that's a good way to close. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Family Mart Podcast. This has been Jay and I. We're going to sign out now.
Signing out.
See you all next time.
Do.
Do. Belt.
Peace.
Peace.